was long, the sky was low. Every step felt hard and slow. I stood beneath a shadow tree, wondering if you still saw me.
I watched the world grow cold with doubt, heard my fears begin to shout. Every promise felt so far, every hope a fading star.
I carried guilt I could not see, chains I thought were part of me. But in the dark you drew me near, whispered love into my feet.
I did not know how much you bore until I stood before the cross.
When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us. I traced the scars you never hid, counted everything you did. Every breath a sacrifice, paid the cost, redeemed my life.
I ran from grace 1,000 times, still you crossed those broken lines. In my weakness you were strong, held me when I felt undone.
I see it now with open eyes. Love was lifted high that night. When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulder, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us.
From the garden to the hill, you obeyed the Father's will. Not my pain, but yours you chose. Every burden fully known.
Heaven watched as earth stood still. Darkness tried to claim its thrill.
But the grave could not prevail. Love had already torn the veil.
I see myself in every nail, in every breath that felt like failure. Yet you looked at me with grace, called me worth the price you paid.
What was broken now is healed, what was hidden now revealed. By the blood and by the name, I am not the same.
When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us.
Now I lay my burdens down at the foot of sacred ground. I am free but not alone.
I am held by grace alone. Every time my faith feels thin, I remember where you have been. Through the waves you did not flee. Now your strength is living in me. If you carried all that pain, I can trust you with my shame. When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us.
I will follow where you lead, even when my heart still bleeds. If the road is dark and long,
I will sing this sacred song. Resurrection broke the night, turned the has begun.
Now I stand in borrowed grace,
Looking at a risen face.
from the cross to victory, love has rewritten me.
When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us.
The night was long, the sky was low, every step felt hard and slow. I stood beneath a shadow tree, wondering if you still saw me.
I watched the world grow cold with doubt, heard my fears begin to shout. Every promise fell so far, every hope a fading star.
I carried guilt I could not see, chains I thought were part of me. But in the dark you drew me near, whispered love into my fear.
I did not know how much you bore until I stood before the cross.
When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us. I traced the scars you never hid, counted everything you did, every breath a sacrifice, paid the cost, redeemed my life.
I ran from grace 1,000 times, still you crossed those broken lines. In my weakness you were strong, held me when I felt undone.
I see it now with open eyes. Love was lifted high then now. When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us. From the garden to the hill, you obeyed the Father's will. Not my pain, but yours you chose. Every burden fully known.
Heaven watches, earth stood still. Darkness tried to claim its thrill, but the grave could not prevail. Love had already torn the veil.
See myself in every nail, in every breath that felt like failure. Yet you looked at me with grace, called me worth the price you paid.
What was broken now is healed. What was hidden now revealed. By the blood and by the name, I am not the same.
When the cross fell, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us. Now I lay my burdens down at the foot of sacred ground. I am free but not alone. I am held by grace alone.
Every time my faith feels thin, I remember where you have been. Through the waves you did not flee. Now your strength is living in me.
If you carried all that pain,
I can trust you with my shame. When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy, you still carried us. I will follow where you lead, even when my heart still bleeds. If the road is dark and long, I will sing this sacred song. Resurrection broke the night, turned the grave into a sign that no way can overcome what the Savior has begun.
Now I stand in borrowed grace,
Looking at a risen face, from the cross to victory, love has rewritten me. When the cross felt heavy, you still chose to stay. Love was bleeding mercy in a broken way. Every sin upon your shoulders, every tear you saw. When the cross felt heavy,
you still
carried us. I will never walk alone. I am claimed, redeemed, and known. Every breath my anthem sings.
Jesus carried